Question 4. How did you use media technologies in the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages? Throughout the creation of our media products, we've used a huge amount of different media technologies. To begin with, we used many media technologies in our construction stage. During the construction of this music video, we used a Canon 600D, my own personal camera, to record the footage. The use of this camera was crucial, as it is a much higher standard than our school's cameras, and allowed us to easily create our slow-mo montage as well as a much higher quality of footage, as I was mainly filming in 1080p and 720p. Another use of media technology in our construction stage was the simple, yet crucial use of a tripod. I used this during filming for both tracking and still shots, ensuring that the camera was completely still and no shaky footage would occur. Sadly, for many of our shots we had to follow our protagonist, and without professional media equipment like a camera dolly, I had to walk with the camera, basically meaning some of our footage was not as still as I wanted it to be. However, as this equipment is extremely expensive, there was little we could do to fix this. Another aspect of my camera that I used during filming was utilising different frame rates to ensure our slow-mo scenes looked good. I chose to shoot the slow-mo sequence in 720p, where my camera can hit up to 60 frames per second. This is crucial for slow-mo footage, as I had chosen to film in 1080p. As if I had chosen to film in 1080p, where my camera can only do 24 frames per second, the footage would have been jittery and not looked as smooth and clean as the 720p footage does. After preliminary filming, we moved on to editing. During this part of production, we utilised two main pieces of software, Sony Vegas Pro 11 and Adobe Photoshop CS6. Sony Vegas was used for the bulk of the editing, as it is a great piece of editing software that we'd use to add effects like slow motion and our reverse sequence, and generally arrange our clips into the order we needed them. Adobe Photoshop was used more during production of our digipacks and magazine adverts, however played a role in our music video as it was used to create the band logo for the start of the video. The production of our digipacks and magazine adverts were nearly all done on Photoshop, and without it would have been extremely difficult. I utilised the program to add the black and white effects on my images, crop and add text to them. I also used more complicated multi-photo editing when testing out our ideas at the beginning in our planning stages. Overall, we used a huge amount of technology in our construction stage alone, even before the other stages. In my research of the indie genre, I also used a wide variety of technologies. In the brief creation of our test indie artist in July, we used Photoshop to create album artworks and tour posters for our imaginary band, Jumpstart. This was a good experience which allowed me to get to grips with the indie genre and utilise some of the skills I learnt with Photoshop later in the project. Another crucial use of technologies during research was utilising YouTube and Google to find images of indie artists and music videos, promotional materials and much more. I conducted an investigation into whether Lana Del Rey was an indie artist or not, and her representation in the media, and without these media technologies I would not have been able to get enough information to create a well-balanced argument. During the planning stage we again used many of the same media technologies. We utilised Photoshop to digitalise our storyboard, making it clear and easy to read. We also utilised word processors to type up scripts, ideas and basic concepts for our music video before filming. This helped us to have a much clearer idea of what we were doing, and meant we didn't simply drop ourselves in the deep end. For our digipack and magazine research we used many online resources, using websites like the aforementioned YouTube and Google to find images and video of the standard indie conventions that many of the bands we looked at followed, and needed to add to our own work. Finally, in the evaluation stage I have used a few original media technologies. I have once again used Sony Vegas to edit together my entire evaluation, and whilst I also have a written copy, having it in video format is much more useful as it is interactive and utilises media technologies better. I also have used a microphone to record sound for the evaluation, whilst using the audio program Audacity to edit the clips and ensure they are loud and clear. Overall, I've used a huge amount of media technologies throughout my project, and I feel I was very effective at using them